Welcome to this presentation on advanced SQL injection prevention. In this session, we will discuss the sophisticated techniques you can employ to defend against injection attacks. Let's begin. Let us first understand the basics of SQL injection. SQL injection occurs when untrusted user input is directly incorporated into SQL queries. This allows attackers to manipulate database operations. Common attack vectors include form inputs, URL parameters, HTTP headers, and cookie values. Now let's look at an example of vulnerable code, where the username is taken directly from the request body and concatenated into an SQL query. If an attacker provides an input like admin, quote, or 1 = 1 --, this will result in a query that bypasses the username check and potentially exposes all user data. Parameterized queries are your first line of defense against SQL injection. They ensure that user inputs are treated as data, not as executable code. Here's how to use them in Node.js with MySQL, and in Python with SQL Alchemy. In Node.js, the question mark acts as a placeholder for the username, which is then passed as a parameter. In Python, a :username is used as a named parameter. The database driver then safely handles these parameters, preventing any malicious SQL code from being injected. Object-Relational Mappers, also known as ORMs, and Query Builders provide an abstraction layer that helps you to construct queries safely. Here are examples using TypeORM in JavaScript or TypeScript, and Sequelize in Node.js. With TypeORM, you use the Query Builder to construct a query, specifying the username as a parameter. Sequelize provides a similar abstraction, where you can specify the where clause with the username. The security benefits include automatic parameter binding, type checking, consistent query construction, and a reduced risk of developer error. Input validation and sanitization are also critical. Always validate user inputs to ensure they conform to expected formats and constraints. Whitelist allowed characters, validate data types and formats, check length constraints, validate against schema definitions, and use regular expression patterns for specific formats. This code snippet demonstrates how to use Express Validator in Node.js to validate a username and email. The username is checked to be alphanumeric and within a specific length, while the email is validated to be a valid email format and normalized. Adhering to the principle of least privilege for database user permissions is crucial. Create separate database users for different application functions. Restrict permissions to only what's necessary. Use read-only access for reporting functions. Avoid using database admin accounts in applications. Regularly audit and rotate database credentials. These are some of the examples for MySQL and PostgreSQL permission examples. Creating application-specific users and granting minimal permissions needed for each user is very important. Stored procedures and views provide database-level protection against SQL injection. They create an abstraction layer between the application code and the database tables. They can encapsulate complex queries, validate parameters within the database, restrict direct table access, and enforce business rules consistently. Here's an example of a secure stored procedure. The procedure validates the input parameter and executes a safe query. This adds a layer of security by ensuring that all inputs are validated at the database level. Web Application Firewalls, also known as WAFs, act as a perimeter defense for your applications. They offer protection features such as SQL injection pattern detection, anomaly-based detection, request rate limiting, IP reputation filtering, and virtual patching for known vulnerabilities. Some common WAF solutions include Mod Security, which is open source, AWS WAF, Cloudflare WAF, and F5 Advanced WAF. The diagram illustrates how a WAF inspects all HTTP traffic before it reaches the application server, providing an additional layer of security. In conclusion, a defense-in-depth strategy is essential for comprehensive SQL injection protection. The layers are Web Application Firewall and Network Security, Input Validation and Sanitization, Parameterized Queries and ORM, Database Permissions and Stored Procedures, and finally Data Protection. Key takeaways include never trust user input, implement multiple layers of protection, perform regular security testing and code reviews, and keep security libraries updated. By implementing these strategies, you can significantly reduce the risk of SQL injection attacks and protect your valuable data. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.